What's up guys and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be introducing a new Elementor Pro feature, and basically it's not related to the designing, but this is purely related with the animation here. So if you have made the blog, then you should know, but let's just go ahead and let's work with it and let's see how we're going to be building this. So you can see this is right here, this is right here. Now if I just load my page, you can see nothing is happening, but let's suppose that I want to add some stuff over here so that it looks much better. So what you can do is that you can just go to edit column over here, and then you can go to this motion effects. So this is the motion effects that you can add to your website, and you can see we've got the scrolling effects and we've got the mouse effects. So mouse effects is really small, so we're going to first look at this and then we're going to be talking about the scrolling effects. Now if I just switch this on, then you can see I've got this mouse track and the 3D tilt. So this 3D tilt is just direct. Now you can see when I move my mouse how this image is moving. So this is direct. You can work with the speed over here. You can keep it 10 and you can see how just very speedily it's moving. So this is what the 3D tilt means. Now we're going to talk about the mouse track. So mouse track is just like when you move your mouse, you will see that the image will be moved and you can see how it's moving. So you can also work with the direct. So when you move alongside, the image will be moved just like that. But a mouse track, the mouse effects is mostly not used, so you can just uncheck this. And now let's go ahead and let's talk about the scrolling effects. So if you just switch this on, you can see we've got so many things. So we've got first vertical scroll. If you just scroll it right now, you can see how this image is going above and just like that. So this is how a great feature it is. Same like this, you can work with the speed. So if you just do it that way and now you just do it, then you can see how this image is going really above. Same like this, you can just switch this image to move downwards. And now you can see how this image is just coming like how we are scrolling. So same like this, you can do it that way so that when the image reaches to 50% of the page, then the image will not be moved. So you can see just like this. So this image is moving at 69% and then it doesn't move. So how cool it is that. So you can do it that way as well. You can just keep the speed to be a little less and then you can see how this image is moving. Same like this, you can just back this to the default and you can choose a horizontal scroll as well. So you can see when you move, you can see how this image is moving and this is how it's working. So you can just do it on the 50% of the page. The image will be still. So this is, you can see this is still the 50% of the page. We are actually in the main area. That is why the 50% will not be affected, and it will only be affected when you move, when you go down. So this is how it's working. So we're gonna go and we're gonna keep this to this, and we're gonna be doing some of the animations over here to this side. So now let's go and let's work with this one. We're gonna hit edit column and we're gonna go to the advanced and let's work with the motion effects. So for the motion effects, we're gonna do the scrolling effects and we're gonna do actually this horizontal scroll. So you can see we're gonna keep it to this right here. So you can see how cool is it moving. So when we go down, you can see this is moving till here. And this is how it's looking. And same like this, you can do it with this one as well. And you can add the horizontal scroll and you can do it to the right. So when you do it, you can see how this is moving. So we're going to do it to be 100% over here. And now you can see how this image is moving. So when you go down, this image is actually combining into one. So how cool is it? Same like this, you can work with the vertical scroll as well. And then this is how this will be the effect of that. So you can also keep it to be at 78%, and now you can see this is how it's looking. So it's really giving a great effect when you move it. So we're gonna keep it just this, and it's perfect. So this is really a great thing that you can add. Same like this, you can add the blur effect, you can add the rotate effect, and you can see how this is moving. So when you come up here, we're gonna keep it to be like this. So you can see 70%, 0%, and this, and now you can see you go down, and this is how the image is moving. So you can pretty well go ahead and you can do some stuff, but I like it to be this way. You can see how cool it is, and make sure that when you are adding some animations, when you are adding some effects to your website, make sure that you are just using the simple effects. So I would not be using rotate in my simple basic website. So if you are building a website that is more like a funky website, then you can choose rotate. But for this particular e-commerce website, you can do a simple, the more simple, the better it is going to be. But now you can see this is right here. This is something that you can add. So you can go up for this particular section. You can go to the motion effects, and now here you can add the scrolling effects. And here you can add particular this horizontal scroll, and you can see how this is going to look like. So you can see when you do it, this is going to be moving like here. Same like this, you can do it for the speed to be 10. And you can see when you go down, this will go more likely to be in a much higher speed. So let's do it that way. Let's go down, and you can see how cool is it working. So this is cool. Same like this, you can do it that if someone reaches 50% of the page and then he goes above, then the image will be still. So what you can do there is that you can click over here, and then you can set this to 50%, and now you can make it this. So now when you are up, you can see that images will move, but when you reach at a certain point, this is the 50% of the page, then the image will be still. So you can do it this is really a great feature. Same like this, you can also use the blur. Okay, and you can see how is it. So when you reach a point, the blur will be there, and it's going to be there, but you're going to keep it to be 50% because when it reaches 50%, it should be visible to you. So you can see, you go down, you can see it's blur. I'm going to keep it full width, and now I go come up here, and now it's fully matched this. So this is actually a great feature that you can add. Same like this, you can add the rotate, but I don't like it, so I'm not going to be adding it. And same goes with the related products as well. So this related product is basically a funky thing. So if you want to add rotate, you can do it. But I can understand this because when you learn something really very new, okay, then you try to make it look much sexy. So you can also add this entrance animation, just like bounce in, and it's gonna be visible to you just like that. Same like this, you can add it to this one and to this image as well. So we're gonna edit this image, we're gonna go to the style, and in the motion effects, you can add the entrance animation to be rotate in. So you can see this is how the image will look, and when you go down, this is how the image will work. So you can then go ahead and you can hit update over here, and now if you will come up here and you will refresh this page, then see how cool is it. Here you go. We go down, and there is nothing, but when we will reach this page, you can see how cool is it, and then this was also zoomed up. So this is how it's looking. So now here is the last thing. You can see it's right here. The image is just like here, and we need to make sure that this image is fully in size. So what you can do, you can go and you can hit a single product template, and you're gonna hit edit. So we're gonna be editing this, and we're gonna make sure that this actually fits in, whether it's a big image or it's a small image or it's any kind of image. So we're gonna make sure that it fits. So what you have to do, you have to come up here, and then you have to click edit image. And now here what you have to do is to go to the style and make sure to set the max width to be 100% and set the width to be 100% as well. And then just go and hit update over here. Now it will not cross its column settings, but it will basically in the 100% of that. So when you will refresh it right now, you can see that now it's actually resized more, and it's fully in size, and it's now coming up to be much perfect. So now it will be applied to those product images that are small in size. So that's all for right now. Now I want you guys to go and explore each and every scrolling effect, the mouse effect, and see how you can go and how you can manipulate and how you can build a great looking website, because now you know the design, and now you can build any type of website the way you want to. So that's all right now. Now we are totally done with the website, and we will be talking mostly about the header and the footer in the next video, and we will see that how we can build our own particular theme, because you can see that now we are using the priority of the OceanWP theme, and we are using everything that the OceanWP is giving. So now from the next video, we will be working up with a basic theme with nothing inside that, and then I'll show you how you can use the Elementor, fully 100% Elementor to build each and everything. So stay tuned guys, and bye-bye.